Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Warbringer here. I'm back. It is the official return of the Tight Flex King. And in today's video, this is a stream highlight from Weekend League from yesterday. We're using Tom Brady on this one. We just had a really effective game on offense and defense, to be honest. And I felt like it was a game worthy of the return to YouTube because it shows off a lot of my new stuff that I like to do, honestly. And it shows, like, you know, I wanted to make sure when I came back that tight flex, it was showing the diversity of the offense because, you know, tight flex is kind of what I'm going to base my YouTube on. So I had to make sure that it was shown to pretty good effect. So on his first drive, it's always important to get that stop. I feel like if he pass-led that outside, it would have been way more effective, but he was worried about Shaquille Griffin getting over there. First play on offense for us, we're going to hit Randy Moss, our new addition, on the sidelines. We probably could have gotten the toe tap just to get a little further into the end zone maybe, but we ended up not doing that. We ended up out at the 1 yard line, but Eddie George is going to help us. Or that was actually Jonnu Smith, actually. I have my fullback. My bad. Now he's on offense, and this guy was a pretty run-heavy guy. You see he has a lot of superstars on his O-line. I really don't like going against runners, but it's weekend league. It's what you got to deal with. He hits a nice dot, and that was a dot that he was able to do a lot throughout the game. Just because I don't know, I would play inside with my outside thirds. I would shade it inside, and just nothing really helped it. It was just always kind of caught. But he gets a good playmaker right there, and now he's just driving, of course, running the ball over and over and over. I don't think he ran the ball enough this game though. Got to run it more. Right here, Dion just decided to slap the football for some reason. Just slap the football, bro. That's all you got to do. But this guy, he had a pretty good goal line strategy with, we got the stop right there because we got a block shed and we smacked the life out of him. But he had a pretty good strategy where he would come out and empty, and since his doubles scheme had 3 receivers, he would just need to sub in a running back on his empty scheme. He would be an empty, and then he'd audible down to a dive. So it was pretty good, honestly, on his part. But right here, we're just going to keep on driving on offense. Right here, he blitzes a DB. I was going to hit Moss again on the sidelines, but because he blitzed that DB, we weren't able to run away with no-legged Tom. Then we hit the seam, and we rarely hit the seam. Rarely. I don't like it. I don't like hitting the seam because I feel like we are prone to hit sticks, and it's not guaranteed yards. Like, if he was to click on right there, he would have gotten a hit stick. Maybe I'd drop it. I don't like dropping passes. I don't like putting my receivers in positions where they can drop the pass because I hate drops. And if a receiver on my field drops the pass, I want to sell him. So I try to dodge that. Right here, this was one of the first very few bombs in the sequence. This is going to be an interesting 2 minutes that you're about to see. Right here, we're going to bomb him again. So that first bomb caught me off guard, and I was like, okay. I mean, he had a lot of time, and I was like, that's the reason he was able to do that. I mean, the A-slot offset bomb, that's crazy that he had enough time to do that. I'm only rushing 2, though, but still. And right here, this one was the one that confused me, and this one was the one that really made me really mad, because he's coming from the slot. And if you notice, EA, in their patch notes, they said thirds are going to play cover 3 beaters from the slot. That guy came from the slot, and he still got occupied. So I don't know. That's why I was like, dude, what the heck? You can't even patch your game correctly? Hello? And so, yeah, after that, we're going to keep watching. We're going to watch those cover 3 beaters a lot more after that. Right now, we're just hitting him on the sidelines. He's giving it to us. He's trying to blitz. We're just going to keep hitting the sidelines. You know, those thirds, due to the cover 3 patch, those thirds are not going to play those underneath things anymore. They're not going to get occupied by those things. They're just going to run straight back. As long as you have a streak, they're just going to run straight back. They're going to completely ignore the sidelines. And now we last play we actually hit a pretty good dot to Dion. This play we're going to do the same thing again. And that's my new favorite thing to do against cover 3 is that little, instead of motioning your X route in PA push out, motion your Y route and put a streak on A. And that does the trick a lot better than the X route. Right here, we're kind of bagged. We just kind of hit Waller, hoping for something stupid. Probably should have thrown it away in hindsight because we had to use a timeout. But it's 3rd and goal anyways, so I don't know. This play we were thinking about B, but we've known, like, in this situation, I remember before the play, I was like, dude, just take your 3. This guy only has bombs. That's it. If you watch the bombs, he's been clamped. Just watch the bombs and the run. That's all you got to worry about. And now this play, he tries to just run the ball, trying to, you know, maybe find something fluky or something, but nothing gives. We get a shed. Ended up blowing it up with Derwin James, the best user in the game. Now we come out, we try to do a bomb of our own, but we don't get anything. That was a risky pass, but it wouldn't have looked as risky if I had gotten the dive catch that I wanted to. This play, we ended up, so it's on short yardage situations against cover 3, you can motion the X route across because he's going to cut a little sooner and the streak is going to get further away. So it does create good spacing on short yardage situations. That's a new dot that I'm going to have in my video for practice mode on my new ebook. That's another one that I really like, motioning across that B route and putting a streak on X. That one, it goes straight to the sidelines. It's amazing. I love it. We're going to try it again right here, it looks like, but I think he's in man coverage this time. We catch his user lurking and sleeping. Oh, it looks like he was caught on the D tackle. That's what must have happened. Either way, we get the touchdown. We notice it right away. We lob it up. Dion's there to get the catch. Now it looks like he's bagged. He's going to playmaker up, and Dion is going to destroy that man's soul. Right here, we're watching the seam. Yep. Just how I would have done it. And that's bagged. So we got him at 4th and 21 now. And it's 21-31. So we are in a great situation right here. Right there, you see we're watching that post. We're making sure he's not going to get that dive catch. He playmakers up. We got Dion there who swats the ball away. Just like that, we are looking real close to a W now. See, that's why I don't like Brady. That's why he said low pass inaccurate. I low passed that to the outside towards the sidelines. If that was an accurate pass, that would have been fine. It would have been a good dot. Lucky that wasn't a pick six because that would have put him right back into the game. And right there, we just hit the bench switch again. I love that corner route. I love mixing it in. Definitely the heart and soul of getting started to beat cover 3. You know, I like to do that. I don't like to use that as a gadget play. I like to use that as a legitimate play because I like when they have to mess with their zone drops. I like when it opens up things. And right there, he catches that post route again, but he got obliterated by Nnamdi. So I don't know how he caught that one, but he did. Apparently, Dion can knock passes out, but Nnamdi can't. Who knew? That's also like upgraded Nnamdi. He's not full, but he's right next to full. So he's 98 overall on my team, like including chemistries. But yeah, now he's just going to ground and pound. You know, he's making sure that he's going to get points. This is his most confident way of getting points. He knows he needs them. If he doesn't get them, he's going to lose the game. So he's just, 4th and 1. Who wants to run the ball right there? It's just, I don't know. These runners are a different breed of courage. That's all I can say. Now he's just going to keep running the ball. Jesus. And then, he's in trips. We knew that seam was going to come. You know, I felt like he wanted points on that play. I just got that feeling like it's right before the 2-minute warning. He's going to want points on this play. Brady, the GOAT, well, the GOAT, not the GOAT at times, rolls out, throws a complete dot on the sidelines. He's on and he's off. That's all I can say about Brady. His release sucks, but he can dial up some lasers. Right here, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, I don't know. Right here, we're going to go for 2, though. We're going to see if we can do something. Should have hit X, but we hit A. Tried to high pass it to our 6'6" tight end. What can you say? We're not really stressed out about that 2-point conversion anyways. Right here, we're just watching that post route, making sure he doesn't try to squeeze it in between the zone drops. And then that's a good playmaker again, and that's why I do and I don't like rushing 2, because rushing 2, you have more people in coverage, and they will get sheds. But, sometimes they just have too much time, and that's what you saw a lot of today. And right here, my controller turned off randomly. I have it plugged in. It's on right now. I have it plugged in, but sometimes the cord just doesn't work or something, and just turn. It's a cheaper controller. It's one of those Power A ones, so I don't know. But you see right here, we're running bench switch again because he's not adjusting to it, and we're just gonna keep running that until he wants to do something about it. This was a super dot. It said high pass inaccurate, but I thought that was one of the best throws I've ever seen. You don't usually see those high passes actually get completed right there. But it was a super good throw. Right here, he playmakers. He gets greedy, wants a few more yards, ends up being out of bounds completely. He doesn't even get the yards. Right here, he's going to try to force it to A, and this one is going to get completed as a good catch. It looked like he had deep out elite maybe on his tight end because he lit up. So, basically, last play of the game, he's just going to wait for something to get open. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Nnamdi's going to get the interception to close it out. And Yeah, so now we're going to look at the end game stats. I think Moss was easily by far like the leading receiver. He had something like 250 receiving yards. That X route, it worked. My offense just worked against this guy. And we see we threw 90.9%. We could have thrown better if Brady didn't miss that one throw. But 158.3 passer rating, 4 touchdowns, 90% completion, 447 yards. We don't run the ball, so, I mean, we ran a few stretches, but nothing crazy. Just kind of looking at his stats. And then receiving, DK on that bench switch alone, basically, he had bench switch and that motion over crosser, he had 80 yards, 7 catches for 80 yards. Moss had 6 for 253, averaged 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Waller had a decent amount of yards. But that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.